Welcome. This lesson, I simply want you to be able to operate a calculator and be able to find the sine of 25 degrees. The most important thing is making sure your calculator is in degree mode, or that you are, if you're using a computer to evaluate the sine of 25, making sure it's the sine of 25 degrees, not 25 radians. In the last lesson, I had you learn the difference between degrees and radians, and if you take the sine of 25 radians, it's not going to give you the right answer. So again, all I want you to do is be able to take a calculator, and I'm doing this right now, sine of 25, and it gives you a long decimal, and it says to round your decimal to the nearest hundredth. So I do 4/2, and you're done. It's that simple. On your calculator, by the way, you're going to have 3 buttons: a sine button, a cosine, and a tangent button. By the way, I should emphasize that those will only be on your calculator if your calculator is a scientific calculator. If you have a very simple calculator, it won't have the sine, cosine, and tangent. You'll need to find a scientific calculator. So again, you're just going to hit the sine button and type in 44 and see what you get. So, or in some calculators, you actually type in the 44 first and then hit the sine button. In the calculator I'm using, I hit sine, type in 44, hit enter, and I get 0.6969. And so sine of 52, type in sine 52, hit equals, and you get the right answer. Okay, not very difficult, but I need to jump ahead because I need to make sure you understand what to do when you get to the cosecant and the secant and cotangent and how to do those. All right, so when you get to the cotangent or the cosecant, what you're going to do, your calculator does not have a cotangent button. So what you'll do is you'll do 1 over the tangent of the angle that you're going to do. So you do 1 over the tangent of 52. Same thing with the cosine. If you wanted, I should put that in here so it makes sense. If you want to do the cotangent of 52 degrees, that's going to equal 1 over the tangent of 52. If you want to do the secant of an angle, it's going to equal 1 over the cosine of the angle. And same thing for the cosecant. If you want the cosecant of an angle, you're going to want to do 1 over the sine of the angle because your calculator does not have cotangent, secant, and cosecant. So write these down. Write this down, and this down, and this down. And remember, since this is asking for the cotangent of 52, I'm going to do 1 divided by the tangent of 52. And then just watch order of operations. In the calculator I'm using, I can actually type in 1, the divide symbol, and then I'm going to type in the tangent, and I'm going to type in 52. So I see 1 divided by tangent of 52. I hit equals, and I get 0.781 something, 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 but just 0.78 says it sounds from the nearest hundredth, and you get your final answer. So here's a cosecant of 75. So I'm going to do 1 divided by the cosecant sine, so 1 divided by the sine of 75 degrees. Plug that in my calculator, 1 divided by the sine of 75. And again, I always made sure my calculator was in degree mode, and I get 1.04 if I round to the nearest hundredth. If you have questions on this, do bring them to class, but just remember how to do these 3 odd ones, the cotangent, cosecant, and secant, because it's 1 over the corresponding trig function.